Hello everyone, my name is Ekaterina. We're here at the Blockchain for Development, the Future is Now Forum. And we have here one of our speakers, Nena Dokuzov, who is the head of project group New Economy on Blockchain Technologies at the Ministry of Economic Development and Technology of Slovenia. Hello Nena.
Hello.
Thank you for accepting this interview. So we would like to discuss a bit more about what you actually do as a head of the project group of New Economy of Blockchain Technologies. So our interest is when and how was the project group of New Economy and Blockchain Technologies established, and what are its objectives and what current projects are you working on?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm glad to be your partner here today and to speak on your conference. As I already explained, in Slovenia there have been a strong movement towards the development of blockchain technologies, of new economy, of distributed ledgers, and various types of blockchain that can be used in different projects in different areas. So what we have is, it was a very gradual process. First we had to raise the awareness. And we started with that meetups and the collaboration between the government, between the sector, between the business, academia. And then after that we find out that it is important to have strong institution behind this, because if you want to develop the legislation, if you want to develop the technology, and if you want to share this among people, to be more aware and to accept the technology easier than otherwise, then it is very important to have strong commitment also on the institutional level. So after all of this was established, and also on the European Commission level, we as a responsible ministry for technologies and also for the blockchain technologies started to think how to create some interdisciplinary group that would mostly be oriented into first, raising awareness among the public sector and also among the civil society, to be a supporting environment for the business, and also to be a strong part of the regulating process. So this is more about the regulation, because we found out that the regulation based on existing rules for the conventional economy is not enough anymore. So yeah, we created that institutionalized group. It is composed by the members of the ministry, different departments, and then also by the members of the business and other institutions, because we know that the information that are coming from the business part are very important. For example, some advisory companies also that have track record or have experiences on maybe due diligence on the projects on blockchain, they are very useful for exchanging the knowledge. So the group is quite wide. And is strongly supported by our minister, and also it was by a previous government, but I think that this government will follow the previous one. And the main tasks of the group were the first, the recognition and identification the areas that would be relevant for the regulation of blockchain. The second main, I will tell you just the main things, was identification of the industrial pillars, horizontals and verticals, where can be easily implemented new technology, or where there is a lot of room for improvement. As you know, the blockchain technologies and other that type of technologies give a lot of opportunities for improvement, for optimization, for better competitiveness, and also on the other hand for the people, because they are creating the new jobs and strong social impact. and it was the focus. So this was the second one, and the third one was how to define the regulation that would fit to the new requirements. So how to renew the regulation on the financial area, but also on technological area. So we were trying or started to develop the standards on different vertical pillars of the industry to get the regulation about the technology, not only about the financial part, the securities, and so on. And this is the main focus of the group. We now that Malta has adopted the law, for example, and France has adopted the law, and Liechtenstein has a proposal for adopting the law, and we in Slovenia, as we really have a lot of experiences, want to, I don't know how to say, have an integrated approach, not regulating only one thing and the other separately and the third separately, but all together. So when the potential investors or the potential companies that want to live and to create their products in Slovenia, which want to come here, to have a stable and predictable environment through this law and through the new behavior of the regulators. Yeah, it will be.
Actually, to continue your idea, my question would lead to the fact that Slovenia is proving itself as one of the most suitable jurisdictions for blockchain projects in Europe and the whole world. What has motivated the Slovenian government to invest in this new and still unexplored field?
It is very important to start to redesign the systems on time. So we found out that through the digital transformation of certain industries, we can achieve even stronger rates of growth. So this was the first thing. The second is that I'm not sure if this is so unknown, because we had in the history, we had internet. It was very new when it came out, and it took a lot of the time to be adopted in all households, for example. It takes time, but if you don't make a step forward, and the motivation was that we really found out that our companies, Slovenian companies, are developing the top world projects in blockchain. So we were on the safe side because of the concentrated knowledge that we had on blockchain. You know, and when you have that such a sector that can provide the solutions, then you can be more brave and go a step forward and to show the technology to the world. It's not very simple all the time, but you have to start somewhere. So blockchain based also. Maybe we a few months ago we launched one call for projects. I was speaking about this before. It is predicting Industry 4.0 technologies. So going beyond blockchain, going beyond digital, what we know as digital now, going beyond the only to get non-IT companies to get digitalized, but maybe step forward to put them into total digital transformation. It would be the final goal that we were thinking about. Now we created the program also. The program is composed by 4 pillars. Program of digital transformation, and it goes like this. First is IoT, so Internet of Things, and machine learning, because it's very important to optimize the traditional businesses inside of the factory, for example. We have, as the second is artificial intelligence, and it helps in decision-making process. Yes. so the people can concentrate on other things and maybe create new jobs or high quality jobs in different levels. Then we have digital competencies. We found out also, we heard that here in Cluj-Napoca, that digital innovation hub is very strong. And in Slovenia we have two initiatives. One is network for digital labs. It's a lot of fabrication laboratories, maker labs, and other creative and digital labs are in the network. And now we had also called for projects for digital innovation hub to transfer the knowledge, to create the knowledge, and to create also the set of the most advanced knowledges in the different fields that is most needed. And the fourth pillar is blockchain, for sure, because we want to have it in the front of all the industries.
I see. My last question is regarding what the ex-Prime Minister of Slovenia, Miro Cerar, declared last year, saying that the Slovenian government wants to position the country as the most recognized blockchain destination in the EU. How would Slovenian citizens benefit from this?
When they, it takes time, okay? But when they find out that when they go to the doctor and they don't have to wait for somebody to write out their history of their healthcare, then they will feel the advantages of that type of technology. So we have to bring the technology in everyday's life to the people, for them to see what benefits they have, and to see how engaged they can be in co-creating the products through the technology. We now have strong orientation into consumer experience. So all the people, whole society can be treated as a consumer, and we can have to invest into this consumer, such as putting quite amount of knowledge, amount of information, to engage them to participate in the society or in the co-creation of that type of products, and to feel that they are a part of the process that has been grown and built. So yeah, when you have strong orientation from the government, and Miro Cerar definitely showed the strong orientation of the government, it is easier because it's something like a role model that can be used also in I don't know, in the households with the children. And also the new generations, I think that here we will have that generational gap because the new generations that are coming are much more skilled than the middle ones. So maybe we can also learn from each other and build that future together, as I say.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Nena, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you.